Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mack's Public Land Hunting Outdoors. Today we're going to do a test review on some batteries, some nickel metal hydride batteries, some nickel metal zinc batteries. Now on this channel I do a lot of radio testing, handheld radios. I've got an extensive collection of handheld walkie-talkies, which these old CB walkie-talkies and the new ones take AA batteries. So I need a lot of AA batteries. Sometimes I use alkalines in them, sometimes I use rechargeables. Rechargeables definitely more cheaper in the long run. But anyway, I also have a fishing channel where I use a lot of battery stuff. Like if I'm catfishing at night, I'll have a headlamp on, flashlight, whatever. So I use batteries a lot, just like everybody else probably does. So Scigold got in touch with me, wanted me to test out some of their batteries and their chargers. So they sent me 8 of their nickel zinc batteries. Right there, there's 4 in a pack. Those are actually 1.6 volts, which is higher, or 1.65 volts, a lot of them, but it says 1.6 volts. They also sent me 8 of the nickel metal hydrides, and they sent me a charger that charges both of them. Now, there's a lot of differences in these batteries. I can't go into all of them right now, maybe more towards the end, but obviously nickel zinc has higher voltage. You can charge them faster. There's a higher density to, obviously get more volts, amps in a battery than you can nickel metal hydrides, nickel cadmiums, even lithium ions, I think. But both these batteries don't have the thermal runaway problem that lithium ions can have. If lithium ions get too hot, they can explode, catch fire. That's why some of these battery cars are catching fire. But anyway, they're going to work great, most likely in walkie-talkies. The nickel zinc probably is very well designed for using in cameras with flashes, things like that. They should work well in the walkie-talkies. Nickel metal hydrides are time proven. We're going to set these up, charge these. I'm going to test these out. Now these are the nickel metal zinc ones. Alright guys, they're almost done now. If you see, it goes to that one, and that one. If you watch it. So they're almost done. And then we'll charge all the other ones up. Then we'll get to testing these things. Okay, now I'm going to charge the first batch of the nickel metal hydrides. See how that lights up? The other ones stay dim. Those are dim because nothing's in there. .3 volts. See, it's got that little arrow that goes, little line that goes to each one. It goes boom, 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 boom. Alright everyone, I'm back after 2.5 weeks of testing these things. Mainly I've tested in this, but I've tested in a headlamp. I went fishing for 3-4 hours at night, had a headlamp on. It did not come off a full charge. It has a little LED, 1, 2, 3 indicator light. You cut it off, it's either going to be on 3, 2, or 1, the light indicator. It never come off a 3. I've tested it for 2.5 weeks with this red walkie-talkie CB. I've tested it for a good 2.5 weeks with this, only 1 charge. Every night, except maybe 1 or 2, so 12, 13 nights I've had this thing on for 3 or 4 hours. It has not come off a full charge. I don't know if you can see that up here at the top. It's still lit up. So these batteries have performed marvelously. These batteries have performed awesome. The only thing I will say, and this is not a Scigold battery issue, this is a rechargeable battery issued from every manufacturer out there. They are bigger than alkaline batteries. We're going to test the nickel metal hydride 5.655. I don't know if you can see that. 5.6. 0.5585. Just a tad smaller, but that little bit of difference means it will go in some items and it won't go in some items. Take for instance this mag light. It goes right in, comes right out. Doesn't even go in, so you definitely don't want to slide up in there, you're not going to get it out. That's the same way with some walkie-talkies. They'll slide up into this one. Some of the batteries are way up into here, but they won't slide up into this one, so you're going to have a hard time getting them out of this one versus this one. And that's not a Scigold problem. That's not a knock on Scigold. That's every rechargeable manufacturer I found out there. So I wish all the battery manufacturers get together and make the rechargeables just a hair smaller. Be so much nice. That would be so much nicer. I know Steve Nice Guy's done some talking about that, how they're bigger, they won't go into some things. He can leave some comments on that. He's probably done more of that testing than I have. But anyway guys, I'm gonna put a link to these two battery types, the nickel zinc and the nickel metal hydride, have performed flawlessly. Awesome. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on this a couple of months down the road, and we'll let you know how the long-term stuff on this is. But like I said, leave some comments. Let me know the good and bad you've got on rechargeables. Let me know if you've used Scigold batteries. Like I said, the description will be in the link. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.